Today I'm hitting a half-court shot with every NBA team's greatest shooter. Starting off with the Atlanta Hawks, we got Kyle Korver with a 97 three-point rating. Let's see if he can hit it on attempt number 1. That was nowhere close. All right, attempt number 2 for Korver, lined up perfectly, and he hits it on attempt number 2. A great way to start the video. Honestly, he might be one of the best scorers in this entire thing. Moving on to the Celtics, we got Larry Bird with a 98 three-point rating. Following up Kyle Korver's 2 attempts, it's tough to look impressive. Larry Bird did a decent job though, only taking 13 attempts to hit a shot. For the Bucks, we have Ray Allen with a 97 three-point rating. With one of the highest three-point ratings in the game, Ray Allen is one of the favorites. He wasn't able to beat Korver, but still finished, only taking 6 attempts. Onto the Bulls, we have Steve Kerr with a 95 three-point rating. I gotta put this up before he gets a half-court violation. First attempt is really close. Attempt number 2 for Steve Kerr. That one wasn't really close at all. All right, come on, Steve. You got that? That's looking good. He gets it. Steve Kerr gets it. And that only took him 3 attempts. So Steve Kerr is currently in second place. Onto the Cavs, we got Mark Price with a 96 three-point rating. Following up Steve Kerr, Mark Price looked terrible. He was by far the worst shooter so far in the video, taking 28 attempts to hit a shot. Onto the Clippers, we got JJ Redick with a 96 three-point rating. I had high hopes for JJ Redick, but he didn't do much better than Mark Price, hitting it in 27 attempts, the second worst so far. Moving on to the Grizzlies, their best shooter is Mike Miller with a 93 three-point rating. As bad as JJ and Price were, Mike Miller was on a whole nother level of bad, taking more attempts than both of them combined. He finally hit a shot on attempt 68. The Heat's best shooter is Glenn Rice with a 93-point rating. Another poor performance here, just on a bad streak right now with all these shooters. Glenn Rice tied for the second worst score so far, taking 28 attempts. Moving on to the Hornets, we got Del Curry with a 96 three-point rating. Del Curry was finally able to beat the cold streak of shooting, breaking into the top 4, hitting a shot in only 10 attempts. On to the Jazz, their best shooter is Pistol Pete with a 95 three-point rating. Pistol Pete was even better than Del, getting really close on a lot of attempts. He finally hit a half-court shot on attempt 7. Moving on to the Kings, their best shooter is Peja Stojakovic with a 97 three-point rating. Stojakovic was able to put up another solid score, not getting into the top 5, but it only took him 12 attempts. Knicks' best shooter is Allen Houston with a 93 three-point rating. Allen Houston was the player to finally break the streak of good shooting, doing almost as bad as Mike Miller, hitting a shot on attempt 57. On to the Lakers, their best shooter is Jerry West with a 95 three-point rating. I should have known a dude from the 60s wasn't going to be any good at half-court shots. He was able to do slightly better than Allen Houston though, hitting a shot on attempt 56. Moving on to the Magic, Dennis Scott is their best shooter with a 94 three-point rating. Dennis Scott made a huge improvement over the last 2 players. While still not getting a great score, it only took him 19 attempts, and things stayed around this area for a bit. Dirk Nowitzki with a 96 three-point rating for the Mavs hit a shot in 24 attempts. Drazen Petrovic with a 98 three-point rating for the Nets hit a shot in 33 attempts. J.R. Smith with an 88 three-point rating for the Nuggets hit a shot in 23 attempts. And then Reggie Miller with a 96 three-point rating for the Pacers hit a shot in 15 attempts. But after him, things finally changed. On to the Pelicans, their best shooter is Peja Stojakovic with a 96 three-point rating. So Peja getting another attempt here. With the Kings, he hit it in 12 attempts. Can he hit it on attempt number 1 right here? He does! Finally, we got someone that hit it on the first attempt. Stojakovic is now in the lead for this video, the fastest player, and you can't get any faster than that to hit a half-court shot. Onto the Pistons, their best shooter is Rip Hamilton with a 93-point rating. Rip Hamilton did not continue the hot streak. In fact, he had the worst score of the video so far. He could not buy himself a bucket if his life depended on it, but in the end, he hit a half-court shot on attempt 81. Onto the Raptors, their best shooter is Vince Carter with a 93-point rating. Vince was a major improvement over Hamilton. He did quite well, only taking 7 attempts to hit a shot. Going to the Rockets, their best shooter is Kenny Smith with a 94 three-point rating. I feel like he could probably hit it on his first attempt. I just got a good feeling about him. It's close. It's right there. And again. All right, Kenny Smith cannot take long. Number 4. Come on. And there it is. Attempt number 4 for Kenny Smith. We're starting to go on a bit of a good run right here. Can he hit 2 in a row? Almost. On to the Spurs. Their best shooter is Sean Elliott with a 94 3-point rating. And yet again, our hot streak ended. Sean Elliott was terrible, taking 60 attempts to hit a shot. Moving on to the Suns, it's Steve Nash with a 94 3-point rating. While I had high hopes for Steve Nash, he did not live up to the hopes, taking 44 attempts to hit a shot. Going to the Wizards, their best shooter is Gilbert Arenas with an 89 3-point rating. Gilbert was quite a bit better than Nash, but he still wasn't great, taking 24 attempts to hit a shot. For the Timberwolves, we got Karl Anthony Towns with an 87 3-point rating. I thought Cat was going to be pretty decent at this, but being the only center in the video, he was terrible, and it took him 43 attempts. Moving on to the Thunder / Supersonics, we got Ray Allen with a 98 3-point rating. Getting back to some good shooters here, Ray Allen revived the competition. It only took him 7 attempts to hit a shot. Going to the Trailblazers, we got Damian Lillard with an 87 3-point rating. Despite his 3-point rating being pretty low, I think he should hit this quick. I mean, he's great at deep threes. First attempt right here. Not the greatest first attempt. So maybe attempt number 2. He does it on attempt number 2. Damian Lillard showing up. One of the best scores of the game. The second best, of course. Peja did hit it in 1. Going to our second last team, the 76ers. We got Kyle Korver yet again with a 97 3-point rating. I mean, last time it only took him 2 attempts to hit a half-court shot with the Hawks. See if he can do even better on the 76ers here. First attempt, and he does it. Attempt number 1 for Kyle Korver. That is actually insane. Tying Peja Stojakovic with the fewest attempts in the video. And moving on to the final team, we got the Warriors. Of course, Steph Curry, the best shooter with a 99 3-point rating.
How many shots do you think it might take you to do this?
Hopefully 1, but if you're kind enough, I'll ask for 3 shots.
Only 99 in the entire game, so maybe you can tie the top score. Only taking 1 attempt, and that is no good. But can he get the second best score of 2? No, he cannot. He's very close to hitting, though. He's like right there. Is that it? Nope.
Thanks, Shaq.
Is this it? No, he just cannot hit the shot. Come on, Steph. There it is. Finally, Steph Curry hits it. That ended up taking him 7 attempts, longer than I thought it would, but still a very good score. But that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to check out this one right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.